Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Please remain standing as I welcome the class secretary for the class of 2014, Catherine Clancy, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Catherine. Please be seated. Dr. Tiano, members of the Chelmsford School Committee, honored guests, families, friends, faculty, and of course our members of Chelmsford High School's graduating class of 2014. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for Chelmsford High School. I am Charlie Caleri, and as the principal of Chelmsford High School, it's my distinct pleasure to welcome you this evening, and I will be serving as the MC for this evening's activities. Before we officially start the program, I wanted to thank a few people for their contributions in making this event possible. Planning a birthday party is sometimes challenging, but planning a commencement ceremony is something entirely different. Without the contributions of these folks in planning, rehearsing, setting up, and executing this event, we certainly wouldn't be able to be here tonight for such a joyous occasion. Special thanks to the three deans, Dean Blagg, Dean Doherty, and Dean Galante, without whose help I don't imagine that we would all be where we are today. So thank you to those three. Special thanks to my office staff, Mrs. Bormeister, Mrs. Emanuel, and Mrs. Rick, and the House Secretaries, Mrs. Rogers, Mrs. Baraldi, and Mrs. Duskowitz. All of this work and planning and coordinating programs and getting the diplomas and coordinating all of that is all of their responsibility. They did a remarkable job to make this happen. Special thanks to Callista Cody, Peggy Eastman, Eileen DiRienzo, and Carolyn Lidstrom, who took any of their free time available coming down to the main office to do anything that they could to help out to prepare for this commencement ceremony. Thank you. Special thanks to Louis Giusetto, one of our custodians in the building, who is responsible for finding all of the things that we need year after year to make sure that this celebration can actually happen. Special thanks to Tom Peterson, Craig Robertson, Dan Silva, Patrick Doherty, and all of our friends at Chelmsford Telemedia. They are broadcasting live right now to millions of viewers nationwide to participate in this celebration. Thank you very much for all of your help. Special thanks to a number of teachers that helped with rehearsal: Mr. Rondina, Mr. Sexauer, Mr. Bartos, Miss Haywood, Miss Smith, Mr. Wright, Mrs. Boudreau, Mrs. O'Neill, Mrs. Lima, Miss Dardonis, Miss Foisey, Miss Sullivan, Mr. Fanning, Mr. Souza, and Mr. Shoup. You guys were responsible for organizing all these people and getting them to process into this place. Thank you for all of your work. Special thanks to our National Honor Society student volunteers. They were responsible for distributing all the programs and keeping our students from bunching up on each other as they processed into here, so thank you. And last, and most importantly, I wanted to thank our terrific faculty. The faculty at CHS embody the word community, and I've said it over and over again that Chelmsford High School is a special place because of our kids and because of our faculty. You continue to make Chelmsford the special and exciting and caring place that it is, and a wonderful part of the Chelmsford community. Thank you. As you can see from the program, we have a number of special guests here this evening who have spent a great deal of time crafting thoughtful messages to help commemorate and celebrate this special occasion. First, I would like to welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Frank Tiano.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to our graduates. This is my 4th graduation as superintendent, and once again, I'm privileged to be part of the ceremony. As I look around this venue and see the pomp and circumstance, I wonder, is all of this necessary? After all, it's only high school. But upon reflection, I realize how important the ceremony actually is for our entire school system, as we celebrate the continuous effort and success that you students have put forth to be here at this juncture in your young lives. Though this is a common end for all of you, it has not been a common trip. Graduation underscores, subtly perhaps, the countless individual stories, achievements, and challenges that are the fabric of every high school diploma. Over the years, all of you have engaged in your studies, overcome obstacles, and dedicated yourself to advancing your own education. So regardless of your rank or what you are doing next year, the common denominator for all of you is perseverance and hard work. This truly is a very special occasion for you, and it's your time to celebrate and be proud of your accomplishment. That being said, graduates, please remember that although this is your day, it is also for your family, friends, and also for your faculty and administrators, both past and present, who have earned the right to be congratulated. It is with their continuous hard work and perseverance that you are here as well. Trust me, as wonderful as all of you are, raising and educating you has not always been easy. In fact, there may have been times that the adults around you have worked harder than you for your own growth and well-being. These adults modeled for you perseverance in the face of frustration. They demonstrated calmness when confronted with obstinacy. They exuded optimism in the face of negativity. They reinforced self-image when there was doubt. They provided extrinsic motivation before it was internalized. They even provided you with scaffolding and support without you ever knowing it. Yes, helping you realize this achievement today has been the result of hard work, love, and support by many people in your lives. So again, this celebration is quite appropriate, just not only for you, but for your family, friends, faculty, and staff. This level of support should not be surprising, as that is what good communities do, and that is what we have here in Chelmsford. As you leave our community, understand that though your level of self-reliance and independence will increase exponentially, your ability to maintain a high level of hard work and perseverance will be tested. Please know that when you face these challenges that are a natural part of growing up, that the people in this community are confident that you have matured and learned what you need to get through those difficult times. So have that confidence in yourself. I'd like to leave you with a quote from Paul Bryant, famous football coach. If you believe in yourself and have dedication and pride and never quit, you'll be a winner. The price of victory is high, but so are the rewards. Graduates, you are all winners today. Congratulations, best of luck.
Thank you, Dr. Tiano. It's my pleasure to welcome to the stage the chairperson of the school committee, Mr. Michael Rigney.
I know Charlie said that we'd spent a lot of time working on these words of wisdom for you. I promise you, I spent as much time trimming my words as I did writing them in the first place. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2014, I'm pleased to be here with you today. It's a great pleasure to speak with you as you move on from the Chelmsford Public Schools. Public education is often thought of as a community's way of preparing its kids for participation in community life. And as such, we've defined what you need to know about math, about science and social studies, ELA, and we've tested you quite thoroughly. And the good news today is that you've passed all those tests. Congratulations. But it's a funny thing. While we were teaching you and testing you, you were busy doing other things too. You were marching in parades and working at local businesses. You were putting on plays and musicals, performing in concerts and sporting events. You were doing thousands of hours of public service and raising over $100,000 for charities. While we were preparing you to make lasting contributions to the society, you were out there doing it. You made Chelmsford the town that it is today. So I'm here today to say not only congratulations on your achievement, but also thank you for all that you've done for your town of Chelmsford. It's been a pleasure to work with you for the last 12 years. We all look forward to what the future brings to you and what you bring to the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rigney. I wanted to take a few minutes to recognize some special people who have decided to retire from Chelmsford High School this year after numerous years of dedicated service. So I'd ask you that you wait until I say all of their names and their years of service before you applaud. Paula Pittman Brown, one of our art teachers, 16 years. Betty Gagnon, another art teacher, 26 years. Betsy Lindquist, one of our school nurses, 19 years. Jim Murphy, one of our business technology teachers, 22 years. Donia Mary MacGyver, one of our Spanish teachers, for 10 years. Another Spanish teacher, Tony Siragusa, 43 years. One of our math teachers and our yearbook dedication this year, Mr. Andrew Pasquale, 41 years. Debbie Joyce, one of our special educators, 25 years. Mr. Carl Rondina, our music director, 43 years. And Dean Jeffrey Doherty, 38 years. Let's please acknowledge these wonderful retirees. If you're doing the math or keeping track, that's over 283 years of service to the Chelmsford Public Schools and the children of Chelmsford. If you do the math and take an average of about 100 students per year over that time, these retirees have made an impact on the lives of over 30,000 students. That is an amazing and remarkable accomplishment, and something that I am in awe of. Mr. Rondina, my only regret is that I never took a class when I was in high school with you. I appreciate your creativity. You are inspiring, and you have inspired a number of youngsters during your time. Thank you. Miss Joyce, I wanted to say thank you to you as well. You've taught me balance in the face of craziness. It was the first medallion that you gave me when I came to Chelmsford, and I've held on to it in my desk drawer for the 2 years that I've been here, and I look at it and hold it every day to remind myself. Thank you for your dedication. And then there's Dean Doherty. Few people know that Dean Doherty was my English teacher. He has been my mentor for these 2 years. He has taught me humor, to laugh in the face of resistance. He's taught me to be loud and proud, and also to be humble. And I know that he is also the father figure that I've always looked at every time that I come to school every day. I know that all of you graduates see him exactly the same way. Dean Doherty, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, Monday's softball game, a little bit of a sore spot, but it brought me right back to Revere, which is where I started my teaching career 19 years ago. And although the game didn't end quite the way that I would have liked, and I had to eat a little bit of crow from my former colleagues in Revere, it did give me a chance to reconnect with a former colleague and friend, David. As part of our exchange, he sent me a copy of his senior letter that he writes to his students. Each year, when I was in Revere, David and I would take the time to write a letter to our senior students, and we would reflect upon the year and try to provide insightful commentary to our graduates, thinking that it would actually make an impact. But really, what we were trying to do is cite all of the impacts that these students had made on our lives. Now, the thing about David is that he absolutely loves, cannot express it enough, science. And what he loves more is reading books about science. And what he loves more than that is quoting these books about science. And so when he sent me his letter, it was really surprising to see that the quote that he started with for his inspiration was from a student. And it said, "You taught us more than biology, you taught us life." Now, from a science standpoint, I actually laughed at this only because biology is the study of life, but that's immaterial. What was more important was the student basically was saying that school was not so much about biology as it was about learning values. Now, I hear it from students, from you guys all the time. Why do I need to learn this? When am I going to use this? And I hear you. There's probably never going to be another time in my career, maybe except for right now, when someone's going to expect me to know the average atomic mass of oxygen. 15.9994, by the way. Or that Willy Loman just wanted to be well-liked. Or that the derivative of sine is cosine. Or that I would have to recite, "The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath." Sorry. A little flashback to Mrs. McCoy's 9th grade English class. The point is that education was traditionally about the 3 R's. You've heard this before: reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's funny to see how education has changed so much over the years. A focus on instilling democratic values has become focused on college and career readiness. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "The things taught in schools and colleges are not an education, but the means of an education." Now, if I interpret Emerson's words and apply them to the traditional 3 R's, I might come away with a more modern 3 R's: respect, relationships, and resiliency. Respect, class of 2014, is something that I have seen in you since I started here at CHS. This value is ever present in your interactions with one another, your teachers, the faculty, and with me. You refer to people by their titles, which is always so strange to me. Dean Doherty, Dean Blagg, Principal Caleri. Next thing is going to be Teacher O'Keefe or Teacher Doak, Yearbook Advisor Cole. And you hold doors open for one another. You check in on each other. At the prom, when one of you that I saw was in distress, 3 of you ran into the bathroom to kind of help her and say, "Hey, it's the prom, have some fun." Your demonstrations of respect have inspired me and have earned my respect. Now, relationships, that's another thing. Relationships are really the cornerstone of Chelmsford High School. Like nowhere else I have ever been, I have never seen the level of care, interaction, and genuine love on a daily basis among students and between teachers and students. When a group of you, Todd, Lauren, Ahmed, you brought Taylor's message to all of us, and you wrote, produced, directed, and edited that fine film about the importance of looking out for your friends. You did it because you really care about your classmates and your friends. I spoke to a teacher just before the ceremony, in fact, yesterday, and the teacher shared with me this class, like no other one that I've had before, has grown on me so much. I genuinely love this group of kids. Came from a faculty member. At Academic Awards Night, when we provided a brief introduction for each of the teachers who was retiring, much like we did today, the entire student body just stood up, gave unsolicited, rousing round of applause to each and every one of the teachers present that night, including Miss Deb Joyce, who was in the stands. You could just watch the choreographed Wrecking Ball number, which I love. Thank you, Christina Morrison, for choreographing that and for whipping those boys into shape. Or you could watch Kate Burgess singing Polygons Are Awesome with Mr. Williams. Actually, Rhombus the Rapper. Sorry, it's out now. Or the I'm Happy video that Dean Galante worked with Ahmed Merhi and a whole bunch of other folks to you're going to share with our incoming 8th graders. That's the power of the relationships, class of 2014, that you have formed. That really says it all for me. Your ability to form relationships and connect with others is truly a gift. Treasure it. Hone it. Use it. And that brings us to our third R, resiliency. Albeit, I would say, the most important of the three. And it's only fitting that this graduation, class of 2014, marks the very first graduation of our resiliency program, a program designed to support students who struggled as 9th graders, and through hard work, relationships, and some pride, these students overcame their obstacles and succeeded in the face of certain failure. Resiliency is the one value that all of you have begun to learn in high school and will be tested each and every day after you leave. Sure, you've been challenged. You've had to take tests that Mr. Rigney mentioned. You've been thoroughly tested. And you've had to write long papers and give presentations, and you actually had to even play a baseball game on the morning of commencement, and you won. Congratulations. All wonderful signs of resiliency. One of your teachers shared with me about the class of 2014. For many of them in this class, things have not been easy, and they have faced struggles and setbacks, but they have persevered, some through the loss that would break most. Clearly, you have taken some of the first steps at being resilient, and you'll be faced with many more. And my question to you is, how will you respond? Malcolm Gladwell, in his book, David and Goliath, Underdogs, Misfits, and the Art of Battling Giants, wrote, "Courage is not something that you already have. Courage is what you earn when you've been put through the tough times." I challenge you, class of 2014, to continue to get yourself through the tough times and work, scrap, claw, and come out on the other side stronger, better, wiser, faster, resilient. When I speak of your resiliency and courage, I speak of you, class of 2014, I speak of you as you and your peers. High school is one test, life is another. As a small gesture and tribute to my colleague, my mentor, my teacher, and my friend, Jeff Doherty, I wanted to close with another Emerson quote. I graduated from Emerson House. Dean Doherty is graduating from Emerson House. I think it only appropriate. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising up every time we fail. Congratulations, class of 2014. Continue to respect yourself and the relationships you develop, and most importantly, be resilient. As much as Chelmsford High School is a comprehensive high school that offers a quality 21st century liberal arts education, extensive co-curricular offerings, and numerous student-run clubs and activities, a wonderfully supportive community comprised of dedicated parents, a strong community, and a vibrant and active alumni association, a school is ultimately judged on its ability to produce high-quality, college-ready students. Our student speakers tonight more than exemplify this rich tradition and uphold these values. It's my pleasure to introduce our first student speaker this evening, our class salutatorian, Miss Elizabeth Sperry.
On the behalf of the entire class of 2014, I would like to thank our parents, teachers, coaches, and administrators who have guided us throughout high school and have given us the knowledge and confidence that we have today. During this time, we have transformed from awkward freshmen in an intimidating school to a class full of high-achieving scholars, artists, athletes, and leaders that have each left their marks on Chelmsford High. We started out in the freshman sports teams, or playing inanimate objects in the school's musical. We started in the back of the class, or in the last stands of the orchestra. We looked up to the seniors, who were our captains, section leaders, and presidents. When they left, we filled their places. Our transformation from followers to leaders is evident during Spirit Week. Although we held our own during our first pep rally, we were far behind the upperclassmen. If you remember, we walked into the gym with a few noisemakers and shirts that said, "We steepin' in," on the back. We looked up to the seniors, admired their enthusiasm, and tried to emulate their work. Each year, we grew better and better as their spirit wall moved from a hidden crevice in an empty hallway to front and center in the busiest hallway. Finally, we dominated Spirit Week and left the gym chanting, "This is our house." We worked our way up through Chelmsford High, and now it is our time to work our way up in the world. Although high school is one of our biggest transformations, it certainly isn't the last. Next year, like many of you, I will be going to an intimidating school with thousands of kids that I do not know. However, this experience will require a similar transformation to the one we experienced in high school. Next year, I won't have my parents telling me to do my homework or to go to bed at 9:30. I also won't be surrounded by a bunch of adults who care about whether I succeed or fail. We will have to adjust to these new circumstances and put ourselves in the position to succeed again. As CHS graduates, we have an advantage because Chelmsford High is not an average high school. We are leaving high school with far more knowledge, confidence, and skills than most other high school graduates. We have had the support of our parents and so many wonderful teachers, so it is our time to make them proud. Take the knowledge and skills that you have learned here and use them in the real world. But before we leave this place, we have to thank the people who have helped us get here. I need to say thanks to my parents for putting up for me, and I need to say thank you and probably sorry to my brother because he's had to put up with a lot too. And in addition to my family, there are two adults at CHS that I really need to acknowledge for their dedication and helpfulness. Last year, Mr. Rondina and Mr. Sexauer constructed a plan for me in which I could do both band and chorus and still be committed to my extracurricular activities. These were two adults that went above and beyond to support me both inside and outside of school. Now, it is our time to thank the Mr. Rondinas and Mr. Sexauers in our lives for their desire to help us. When we enter a world that isn't as caring as Chelmsford High, we need to seek out those types of people because they are not easy to find. Be proud of where you are, but do not be satisfied. This education is just the foundation, and we still have to build on it through our own experiences. We all have achieved a lot in high school, but there is still a lot more to be done. The world outside of Chelmsford High is very big, and it is time to make it our own. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2014.
Thank you, Elizabeth. For the presentation of the class gift, please join me in welcoming the class treasurer of the class of 2014, Derek Bossi.
On behalf of the class of 2014, I'd like to present our class gift. We'll be installing a sign above the trophy case at the entrance of the gym that says, "Welcome to Lion Country." When other town sports teams enter our school, this will be the first thing they see. We want to show how proud we are to be Lions. This is the least we could do to express our gratitude for everything CHS has done for us. Thank you.
Since Chelmsford High School was built in 1974, Principal Emeritus George Simonian has always identified the most important student in the school to be the class president. Not only is the president responsible for leading the class, the president is responsible for taking the pulse and working with school leaders to help the school continue to evolve and to create legacy. It's no surprise, due in no small part to their contributions to this wonderful institution, that each class president's name is inscribed and memorialized on a placard in the main hall. This year's class president has certainly lived up to these expectations. Please welcome me in joining, or welcome, join me in welcoming Mr. Matthew O'Keefe.
Hi, everyone. I've spent a lot of time preparing for today by looking through old speeches, trying to find some common theme that I agree with. But what I found was something else entirely. I found that people always try to characterize graduation as a bookend moment in your life. Every day you'll hear about how it's the end of your childhood, the end of your time at home. But then somebody will argue saying, no, that's all wrong. Leaving high school is not the end, it's the beginning of the rest of your life. Now, these viewpoints are all well and good, but if you ask me, they may be a bit oversimplified. I'm not sure that you can characterize this momentous occasion in terms of beginning or ending, starting or finishing, or first versus last. I mean, hey, any English teacher will tell you that the best part of a story won't be found on the first page or the last. The best part of a story, the good part, is what falls between the covers. It's the plot. You'll hold on to all of the memories you make between Once Upon a Time and Happily Ever After. And if there's one thing I can say for sure about the class of 2014, it's that we've definitely made our fair share of memories. If it's not too painful, take a second and think about freshman year. If you're having trouble getting a visual of that, I'll refresh your memory. The year is 2010, and you're tossed into a school of over 1,000 kids who seem like they must be at least twice your size. And if your schedule happens to line up, you may notice a curly-haired 13-year-old boy with ears he hasn't quite grown into yet. We eagerly attend the football games, never in the student section, of course, but taking laps around the field. We all buy tickets to Morp and Romp, afraid of what we might be getting ourselves into, a fear that proved short-term in the long run. Our first spirit wall was an attempt, but we were learning, and we had a long way to go. And after a few months, it was June. Chapter over, page turned. Much to our dismay, time kept moving. The nights that seemed like they'd never end, ended. After a first period class that felt eternal, the bell rang. Days, weeks, and months flew by us, but not without leaving their mark. New pages were written each and every day, and every moment we spent together on the field, in the classroom, on stage, or in the bleachers became part of our story. These memories are forever embedded in the pages of our hearts and minds, each day affecting the one that follows. In the same way, this chapter of our lives will undoubtedly play a role in our next. We've all developed such strong bonds with our peers that it would be impossible to completely leave them behind. Personally, I know I'll never be able to watch Top Gun or hear a Justin Timberlake song without thinking back to personal stories and long nights with close friends. Country music will forever take me back to Hampton Beach, and Monsters, Inc. will make me think of November of 2013, when I realized just how much I'd actually fallen in love with my class. Now, no matter how much you've despised learning about symbolism throughout your academic career, I can promise you it plays a role in your everyday life, and that's the way that your experiences stay with you for years to come. In these ways and many more, the past 4 years have certainly impacted us all. They're a part of our plot, but they're not the whole thing. No good book, movie, or play stays in the same setting. We've been prepared our entire lives to embark on our futures, to write our own chapters instead of waiting for them to be written for us. And our moment is finally here. Act 1 is over, and we have no intermission. It's scary to think about leaving all your friends, family, and history to engage on a search for yourself. I know a lot of you are intimidated, and trust me, so am I. But it's natural to move on. A new place and a new group of friends are necessary things to keep everything interesting, and they'll lend themselves to adventures and stories that grow to define you. Thus far, I've been lucky enough to act as a minor supporting role in many of your stories. Whether I've already left a mark on your lives or not, there's one last request I have for all of you. Please do not let this be the best moment of your life. You've all demonstrated amazing potential thus far, and it would be unfair to the rest of the world to let that go to waste. Someday when you sit with your grandchildren and tell them about your life as they sit quietly pretending to pay attention, don't tell them that high school was the best time of your life. We've been blessed to be part of such an amazing community in Chelmsford, but the world is a whole lot bigger than this town. Tell your grandchildren about the time that you walked down the Great Wall of China, the time that you cruised the Mediterranean or stared at the Sistine Chapel. And maybe traveling's not for you, that's fine too. Tell them about the musical that you acted in or stage managed. Tell them about the day that you were named partner at your law firm. You're the author. You have every right to choose the direction you take. Just trust me that it's too early for this to be your shining moment. Class of 2014, when you reflect on your time at CHS, I hope you see it for what it really was. Not the introduction, not the epilogue, but an exciting, heartwarming chapter. I hope you remember all that you've experienced and everything you've accomplished is significant and is always going to be a part of you. More importantly, I hope you realize that there are hundreds of blank pages waiting to be filled. Your journey's not over yet, and we're all still young, so don't let this be your peak. You should all be enormously proud of everything you've accomplished and equally excited about what you'll accomplish in the future. But for now, let's enjoy the page we're on. It's a good one. Thank you.
Matt.
Leading the class of 2014 has been an absolute pleasure and the greatest honor I've been given since I first walked through the halls of Chelmsford High. The role of class president comes with an incredible degree of commitment, sacrifice, and time, but I can assure you that it's worth every second. Unfortunately for me, all good things must come to an end, but our ending yields a new beginning for the class of 2015. It is with great confidence and true excitement that I pass the gavel down to the president of the class of 2015, elected by her classmates, Shannon Nagel.
Thank you, Matt. Congratulations, class of 2014. It has been a privilege looking up to your class during my time here at CHS. You have all done amazing things these past 4 years and have left a substantial impact on our school. From the events you hosted this year to your overall pride for the school, you've set an incredible example and have inspired all underclassmen. You've shown us how perseverance and determination can take you far. I am incredibly honored to be receiving this gavel on behalf of the junior class. I couldn't be more proud or excited to represent and lead my class next year. However, with this large leadership role comes responsibility and hard work. Matt, Brad, Derek, and Catherine, you all are remarkable examples of how to lead a class to its perfect senior year and have truly set the bar high. I couldn't thank you more for being so welcoming to us new officers these last couple of months. I can only hope that the class of 2015 can follow in your footsteps and continue your legacy. Once again, congratulations, class of 2014. You've earned it. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew and Shannon. The valedictorian is a position of supreme honor. As our highest achieving student, The title valedictorian represents a student who has excelled over a 4-year period in every aspect of her or his studies. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's valedictorian, Mr. Paul Huang.
Good evening. Before I start, I want to express how honored I am to speak before my class today. I hope my speech will mean as much to you as it did to me when I was writing it. Anywho, I would like to begin by talking about bears. No, you heard me right. Bears, B-E-A-R-S, bears. Like the roar type, you know. I think it was one day during my junior year when I had SATs and AP exams to prepare for, plus a knee-high pile of homework, plus more extracurriculars than my schedule could hold. I think I hadn't gotten more than 3 hours of sleep during the past week combined. And I turned to my mom and said, "Wouldn't it be nice if we all just turned into bears?" At that point, I think my mom assumed that the stresses of high school were finally getting to me and that I was losing my mind. Which, granted, was probably true. I was going berserk, or bearzerk, if you will. But I continued by saying, "Think about it, Mom. All bears have to do in their lives is eat and eat until they become big and fat, and then hibernate through the winter and wake up skinny, at which point they start eating again, and the cycle continues. And that's all they need to lead a rich, fulfilling life. No SATs or APs to worry about, no high school or college to stress over, just eating and sleeping." It's like that song from the Jungle Book movie about the bare necessities of life. Just forget about your worries and your strife. I think at this point in my conversation, my mom told me to get up and go do my homework. Anyway, what's my point? My point is, sure, eating and sleeping might be enough to satisfy a bear, but we aren't bears. We're humans. The law of the land states that you are legally allowed to drop out of high school at the age of 16. I was 16 when I had that bear conversation with my mom. I didn't drop out then. And judging by the fact that you're all sitting here today, neither did any of you. Or at least if you did, you came back and finished high school. In addition, I believe, according to the Class of 2014 Where Are You Going Facebook page, everyone here has some sort of clear-cut plan for the immediate future. You all have a plan that isn't just eating and sleeping, because right now, in your life, you all have not fulfilled your life yet. I believe the term I'm referring to is called ethical egoism. In other words, our main purpose in life is to pursue happiness and fulfillment for ourselves. And the truth is, we will never be 100% fulfilled with our lives. We will never be able to sit back and say, I've achieved everything that I've ever wanted to achieve in life. We will never become bears, because you can't just do that. And you can't just forget about your worries and your strife, because this world is full of problems waiting to be solved. Last week it was high school. Next week it'll be college, work, relationships, finances, taxes, if you're going to marry, who you're going to marry, what you're wearing to your wedding, who you're inviting to your wedding. Once that's over, you have in-laws to worry about, and where you're going to live, and whether or not you're going to have children, and how many children you want versus how many children you can afford. Because let's face it, guys, you are a net loss investment for your parents anyway. And then there's home mortgages and retirement plans and medical expenses. And the list just goes on and on and on and on and on, like a never-ending freight train of doom and gloom. But wait a second. This is graduation, or commencement, or whatever you want to call it. We're here today to celebrate that we've made it this far. Sitting here, we may not realize it, but we are extremely lucky. In ancient Sparta, boys at age 12 were thrown into the wilderness with limited food and just one piece of clothing, a thin red robe, not all too different from the ones we've been given to wear today. Though I'm sure that's just a coincidence. Those who survived became the fierce warriors that Sparta has become world famous for. Those who didn't survive, well, tough luck for them. Fortunately, we were not born into ancient Sparta, and we have had the great privilege of being surrounded by those who are willing to guide us along and prepare us for adulthood. Graduation is as important for us as it is for them, and I want to take a moment to acknowledge their existence. First of all, the teachers. Education is a right that all humans deserve. Unfortunately, it is not one that all humans get. We at CHS are immensely lucky to have had such a large group of highly qualified teachers. You may not have loved all of your teachers, but you have to agree that teachers are some of the most selfless people in the world, because they pass on their knowledge and skills not for the sake of their own generation, but for the sake of future generations, in the hope that their students can be educated and inspired to do great things. I personally know that had I not stepped into the unforgiving chemistry classroom of one Miss Collins, or spent 4 years in high school orchestra with Miss Como, or had I not been a part of extracurricular activities such as pit orchestra with Mr. Ondina, or science team with Mr. Scott, or quiz show with Miss Sull, had I not been exposed to such selfless and inspiring teachers as those that sit before me today, I would certainly not have made it this far. So thank you. The next group of people I want to acknowledge has had to deal with us all our lives. They have no obligation to do so. They are not paid. They receive no awards or distinctions for their work. They are the ones that have kept us alive. They have raised us, fed us food, given us clothes to wear and a roof to live under. They have given us their time. They have laughed with us. They have comforted us in our saddest moments. They have gently scolded us when we have made mistakes, yet they have always forgiven us. They are our fan clubs. They have cheered us on for the last 18 years, and they cheer us on today. I am talking, of course, about the families. The moms, dads, grandpas, grandmas, uncles and aunts, older siblings, third cousins twice removed, and all the people sitting out there today who have been there right beside us all our lives. To my mom, dad, and grandma who came here to support me today, wherever you guys are sitting, not really sure. Oh, there they are. Okay. Well, thanks for everything you've ever done for me. Thanks for always being there when I've needed you. I love you guys. And to all the other families here today, I thank you for all your work. You too are a part of the class of 2014, and I wish that you all could come up here one by one to get your diplomas. Do you have any extras for them? No? Okay, well, because today is a testament to how successful you've been in raising us into fine young adults. So thank you. Finally, I personally want to thank all of you, my classmates and peers, for 12 great years in the Chelmsford school system. I remember at the start of first grade, I was that dorky kid with no friends who talked to himself in the playground. And here I am today, still dorky. I'm still talking to myself. Except you guys are listening, I hope. No? Okay, that's fine. Anyway, I have a list of thank yous to give. Thank you to all my friends. Thank you to everyone who's ever been in the same class as me. Especially thank you to those of you who've sat next to me in class and have laughed at my snarky comments or side jokes. Thank you to everyone who I've met and talked to, and sorry to anyone who's had to sit through an awkward conversation with me, which is probably most of you. Thank you to the leaders of our class officers, the officers for Student Council, NHS, and anyone else who's had a hand in contributing to our high school experience. Last but not least, thank you to the unsung heroes out there, the ones who see a kid sitting alone at a lunch table and decide to talk to them, or the ones who see someone in the hall whose books got knocked on the ground and decide to stop to lend a hand. People like you are not often recognized for your actions, but please know that little things like that have a power to change a person's life. During the course of our lives, all of us, at some point, consider taking the easy way out of a problem. But if you take away one thing from my speech, let it be this. The most important characteristic of humanity is our unceasing drive to earn fulfillment in our lives. And if you compromise your dreams by giving up this drive, then by the transitive property, you are also giving up your ability to be human. We are not bears, and we never will be. And while you will never be totally satisfied or fulfilled, remember the things you do have: family, friends, mentors, and your sense of humanity. And for whatever challenges you may run into, remember to keep your head high and keep on chugging along. With that, I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors and pursuits. I hope to see you all sometime in the future. As Ellen DeGeneres says at the end of each of her shows, be kind to one another. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul, for bringing some much-needed humor to our ceremony. We really appreciated that. Please join me as I welcome this year's Vice President of the Class of 2014, Mr. Brad Hausler, as he will introduce our faculty speaker.
Thank you. 38 years ago, the Chelmsford Public School District hired a young English teacher, a person who has since profoundly impacted generations of students, a community, and of course, the class of 2014. No job description or title could ever adequately describe precisely the extent of his reach as a teacher, administrator, mentor, or friend. Dean Doherty consistently, gently, generously, and humorously shared his passion, heart, soul, and yes, love to every member of the CHS community for almost 4 decades. Recently, a college president offered advice that struck a chord. Choose that school where you feel welcomed, challenged, comfortable, and accepted so that you are empowered to grow, as if it were like home. Dean Doherty made CHS feel like home. You immediately, intuitively, just felt safe and welcomed in large measure because he was always there. He reflects the very best of our community. For almost 40 years, he brought dedication and passion to all aspects of life here at CHS, the athletics, the academics, and the arts. And by his day-to-day example, he educated each of us without using a book or a blackboard. We, his last class, along with the other 37 graduating classes before us, have been enriched because of him. Commemorating his retirement, the class of 2014 proudly announces the establishment of its 2014 scholarship as the Dean Jeffrey Doherty Scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 2014 commencement speaker, Dean Doherty.
Well, that was really nice, thank you. I hope when I finish an hour and 20 minutes from now, you feel the same way. Thank you, Paul, for just setting the bar so high. Good evening. Welcome, Dr. Tiano, Dr. Hirsch, Mr. Rigney, Principal Caleri, my colleagues, Deans Galante and Blagg, my teaching colleagues, my retiring friends, guests, family, and especially my fellow graduates of the class of 2014 and my Emerson House graduates. It has taken you 4 years to graduate from CHS, and it has only taken me 38 years to graduate. I received several honors during my career, but being chosen the class of 2014 graduation speaker is the greatest of them all, but is also most humbling and daunting. When one reaches the ripe old age I have, and when one is ending one's long career as I am, people expect this person to be full of wisdom to bestow upon a graduating class. I do not know how wise I am, nor do I believe I have the answers to life's significant questions. So I apologize in advance that at the end of this address, you will not have the answers to the most burning questions you may have about your futures. I will share with you 2 pieces of advice which have been important in my life, and finally, I will share with you my perception of you. I've been extremely lucky to have worked in a job I love, in a place I love, with faculty and staff I love, and especially with students I love for the past 38 years. I leave CHS knowing I've enjoyed a fully satisfying, contented life, and I would not change one day of the past 38 years, except for a Tuesday back in 1986, but I don't want to talk about that. How I ended up here at this podium this evening is a lesson I wish to impart to you. Be open to life and what it brings. Those of you who know where you want to go in life, what you want to study, what you want your careers to be, congratulations, and stick to the path you have chosen. For those of you who are unsure, be aware of the opportunities to study in areas you've never thought of before, to try jobs and internships that appear interesting to you. Have your eyes, your ears, and yourself open to what life presents to you as possibilities. For we often are not sure of what we are destined for until we try what is on offer. As a freshman at Merrimack College, I was a biology/pre-dental major. My mother, during my first semester freshman year, had scheduled 5 years of dental appointments for me. I loved science, especially biology, in high school, but by the end of my second semester freshman year, not so much. What I wanted to do, I became an English major, and I wanted to be a writer, a novelist, a journalist. But I wasn't sure I'd be able to support myself as a writer, so as a fallback, I took education courses. As I was entering my senior year, I was preparing to go to graduate school to study journalism, but I had to do my 8 weeks of student teaching, and I did it at Parker Junior High School teaching 9th grade English, McCarthy Junior High School teaching 8th grade English. I knew I had to get through the 8 weeks. It was the only way I could get that education degree. I'll never forget standing in front of that class the first time, all by myself, completely nervous. And I said to myself, I can get through this. It's not like I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. I can remember standing at a blackboard. Yes, I taught before there were smart boards and Xerox machines, with my back to the class saying, why am I here? I never wanted to be a teacher. But from that first class until this day, I found what I was meant to do, meant to be, and meant to dedicate my life to. Back in the 1980s, when Proposition 2.5 was passed, towns cut their budgets regularly. I was laid off 10 times, but I always looked for a teaching job, and I was always fortunate to come back here to Chelmsford. Had I not doubted my writing ability and desperately studied education as a fallback career, I have no idea how my life would have been different. but I do know that my life would not have been as rewarding, as satisfying as it is now. Because I have been a teacher and a dean, I have been able to work with and know incredible young people like each of you. When visiting a college with my daughter Bridget, the students who were undecided about their majors were told not to think of themselves as undecided, but rather as exploratory. So I tell you to begin exploring. Be open to life's possibilities, and once you have found what you love to do, whether you have found it already or are beginning your journey, embrace what you love. For if you can support yourself and your family and do what you love, then you are destined to live a fulfilled life. People tell me all graduation speeches contain quotations to show off the literary knowledge of the speaker. For my next piece of advice, I'd like to use two of my favorites. A person never stands so tall than when they stoop to help a child. And the second, 100 years from now, it won't matter what my bank account was, the sort of house I lived in, the kind of car I drove, but the world may be different because I was important in the life of a child. I would like to adapt these quotes by substituting the word someone for the phrase a child. For now I will tell you the most selfish thing you can do is to give of your time and of yourself to someone else. Yes, and I mean selfish. For volunteering, whether at a senior center, food pantry, hospital, your church, coaching a team, or shoveling someone's driveway, is selfish because not only are you helping someone else, but more importantly, the satisfaction you receive is many times more rewarding than the effort it took to provide that help. The look on the faces of those you help will stay with you when you feel down or frustrated, because those are the looks of people who are thanking you for being you and being there for them. If you reflect for a moment, this arena is filled with people who have gone out of their ways to at some point in your life help you. Your parents and family have done this daily in ways too numerous to mention. Amongst the faculty, staff, and administration sitting here, there is someone who has helped you in some way when you really needed it. There are advisors to clubs, coaches, counselors, mentors among this audience who have made your road less bumpy, have had the time to listen, to care, to advise, or to encourage you while you were in a difficult place. You can pay these people back in two ways. You can live a good, successful, fulfilled life, and you can do for others what these people have done for you. Your teachers are in this vocation, and they have chosen it because they want to help you grow. And their reward is your successes, and you're making this world a better place, whether it's globally, in your family, in your town, in your neighborhood, or in whatever size community you find yourself part of. You can give money, but the most satisfying gift is to give your time and your talents. Giving of your time and talents is giving of yourself, because there is no greater gift you can share with another person than the gift of yourself, because each of you is a unique, wonderful individual. A friend advised me that every graduation speech deals with finding your dreams. His advice was to stay away from this theme because it's been used so often. But after careful thought, I decided to embrace this idea. People complain that they worry about the future because of the young people of today. I'm not only not worried about the future, but look forward to it. Because unlike these negative people, I have worked and spent time with you, the class of 2014, for the past 4 years, and have known some of you since birth. So I know the future is bright, and because of you, the world will be a better place. I know you are the future teachers, doctors, lawyers, financiers, athletes, actors, performers, parents, social workers, soldiers, and so many other life roles which will make this world brighter, richer, and more caring. You'll find the cures for diseases, make scientific breakthroughs, raise loving families, help others, keep the world and our communities safe, and teach our next generation. You will find and share this success and joy, not because you are intelligent, though you are, not because you are talented, though you are, not because you are dedicated and hardworking, though you are, and not because you are insightful, though you are. You will because you are caring, compassionate, generous young men and women who care about your world, your family, your friends, your community, and one another. Daily, I have witnessed you share your intelligence, your talents, your hearts, yourselves with those of us in this, our Chelmsford High School family. Unlike most schools, we are a family because we are here for each other. Not because we are forced to or we are expected to act in this way, but because we want to, because we value each individual and we respect each individual and truly care for each individual. I know you will take these values of compassion, concern, and sharing with you as you pursue your futures, your bright, gleaming, transcendent futures. I know you will make each person you encounter on your journeys feel worthwhile and valued, because that is what you have done for everyone gathered here and for me. So to use quotations once again, as Robert Browning wrote in his great poem, Andre L. Del Sarto, a man's reach should exceed his grasp, or what's a heaven for? And as Ossie Davis wrote in his play, Pearly Victorious, which became the musical Pearly, let your own dreams be your only boundaries. So go follow your dreams. Go achieve all I know you are capable of achieving. Go be true to who you are. Go give back to the world. Go live the joyous lives each of you deserves. And at your 5th reunion, tell me how successful you are. Tell me the same thing at our 10th reunion, at our 20th, and our 25th, because I want to share your triumphs, which will be many, your loves, your joys, your happiness, because we here today know you are bound to find your dreams and live your beautiful, fulfilling lives. Thank you, my fellow graduates of the class of 2014. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you, Dean Doherty, for sharing your wisdom and also for making me lose my page. Appreciate that.
Just like English. Yep.
Thank you. Well, we have reached the point in the ceremony, the moment that you have all been waiting for. It's time to go get something to eat. Actually, before we do that, we have to give out some diplomas, don't we? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor at this time to present to the Chelmsford School Committee and the Superintendent of Schools the graduates of the class of 2014 for the conferring of their diplomas. I have to say one legal thing first. As principal of Chelmsford High School, I have certified that the students before you have satisfied all graduation requirements and competencies as articulated by the Chelmsford Public Schools and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Let's give out some diplomas.
The graduates of Emerson House: Boyan Alexovsky, Joshua Anthony Ambrosino, Brenna Marie Anderson, Evagalia Petrula Antonio, Alexander John Antonitis, Melissa Renee Aubert, Juan Ramon Baez, Cassandra Lynn Bayless, George William Barbihan. Patrick Joseph Bartlett. Andrew Robert Bass. Casey Nicole Curran Bowden. Nicole Elise Belanger. Jessica Cutler Byer. Kenneth Edward Bonnell. Sarah Ellen Booth. Catherine Mary Bushy. Kyle Stephanie Callahan. Megan Elizabeth Callahan. Matthew James Calnan. William Raymond Castles. Daniel Robert Clancy. Matthew Leo Clausen. Caitlin Eilis Coggins. Heather Elizabeth Conti Clark. Samantha Rose Coyne. Shayla Rose Curran. Madison Celeste Dahlmeyer. Christopher Mark Daniele. Kayla Verena Davis. Kyle Anthony Delaney. Lauren Elise Descharnes. Abigail Christine DeRosiers. Nishita Shatish Danthi. Kayla Marie Ducharme. Emilio Elias Eldakash. Brianna Ray Fabianek. Michael Kurt Fahey. Stephen Andrew Ferreira. Michael Ryan Flanagan. Joseph Edward Fontaine. Jacob Stewart Fotler. Delaney Jordan Gembus. Julia Marie Gianolis. Sean Joseph Grandboys. Emily Marie Granger. Michaela Lee Hallian. Sadie Veronica Hansberry. Andrew Brett Harmer. Colleen Marie Hardery. Joanna Beth Heineman. Frederick Joseph Higgins. Jennifer Lynn Hill. Catherine Elizabeth Holman. Olivia Lynn Holmes. Jacqueline Helen Jarnigan. Brennan Jacob Kaufman. Mark Thomas Paul Keller. Anthony Nicholas Kukoven. Bradley Edwin Kruger. Amanda Suzanne Lucier. Haley Siobhan Lafreniere. Timothy Daniel LeMagerie. Marcos Alexander Lopez Laguerre. Valerie Alyssa Luce. Jesse River Lai. Natasha Luda Lynch. Alan James McGilvery Jr. Megan Elizabeth Makara. Megan Elizabeth Mackey. Mitchell Cole Mangahas. Daniel Anthony Martell Jr. Connor Patrick McCarthy. Megan Josephine McCormick. Danielle Janice McGinty. Ian Thomas McGinty. Elizabeth Ann Mercury. Christine Nicole Mescal. Haley Marie Messina. Caroline Paige Millen. Serena Taryn Morris. Christina Michelle Morrison. Jacob Michael Murphy. Min Nyat Nguyen. Amanda Nicole Norrie. Molly Riley O'Keefe. Patrick Michael O'Keefe. Maxwell Ofosu. Alexandra Therese Omobono. Sujal J. Pandit. Nicholas Bauer Pelletier. Petra Cassandra Fett. Daniel Justin Pavanka. Kirthana Rao. Katrina Heather Riga. Sydney Renee Robichaud. Eric Allen Rose. Melissa Catherine Roy. Ethan Jacob Russell Benoit. Erin Grace Rubalcaba. Tanuj Sane. Berta Sastre. Sovanavi Sarah Sang. Ryan Thomas Smith. Kimberly Lynn Allen Stewart. Catherine Joyce Sue. Emma Caroline Selesky. Ariana Kristen Sundstrom. Christopher William Torres. Eric James Trindall. Samantha Teresa Trullo. Daniel Patrick Tuberty. Sophia Catherine Upton. Konstantin Viktorovich Voloboy. Carly Ray Waters. Lindsay Margaret White. Heather Lynn Wood. Hannah Jane Wright. Shannon Rebecca Wright. Anika Zafar. The graduates of Hawthorne House. Mark Thomas Albee. Eleanor Maria Almeida. Andres Flores Alvarez. Rachel Marie Armstrong. Maxwell Taylor Auxunas. Amanda Rose Ariema. Joseph Antonio Balser. Megan Elizabeth Bartleman. Kyle Alexander Bowden. Luke Joseph Bellany. Nathaniel Ross Bentley. Omkar Dhananjay Bhatt. Jillian Marie Botari. Kimberly Nicole Boley. Mason Joseph Bro. Peter Anthony Brettweiser. Kelly Elizabeth Bungard. Cassandra Lee Cairns. Robert William Callahan. Anne Eleanor Carboneer. Shelley Marie Carpenter. Deborah Chen. Dorothy Chung. James Allen Clausen III. Charlotte Louise Cole. Nicholas Andrew Costa. Christopher Joseph Craig. Nathan Stephen Crawford. Edward Kennedy Dam. Taylor Brooke Darwin. Alexandra Marie Dawson. Michael Francis DiDonato. Nicholas Anthony DeSilvio Jr. Alex James Donaher. Joseph William Dowd. Kate Jennifer Dugas. Rami Nabil Elfaki. Emma Jean Ferreira. Daniel Christopher Ferry. Erin Tara Flynn. Caroline Amy Focos. James Vincent Fuschetti. Jackson Thomas Gamer. James Edward Jose Girardi. Michael Richard Giamasi Wang. Mitchell Gillette. Samuel Thomas Gonsalves. Russell Ivor Hartley Gordon. Joshua Vincent Guarnera. Lauren Rose Hamill. Julie Ann Harrison. Nicole Olivia Harrison. Erin Marie Healy. Ryan Randolph Healy. Max Henry Higson. Michael Timothy Horath. Voshan Malik Holmes. Benjamin George Hood. Christopher Michael Howell. Carolyn Sobi Ibrahim. Tyler James Johnson. Stephen Allen Kender. Caitlin Victoria Cole. Matus Kuchek. Island Gabriel Lally. John William Laundrie. Samantha Alice Lee. Sean Matthew Lefebvre. Eric Richard Levangie. Michelle Jawe Liu. Matthew Joseph Losell. Edward Law. Rebecca Joan McKillop. Tia Kathleen Martineau. Owen Thomas McCormick. Kevin Michael McLaughlin. Samantha Mary Meehan. Ahmad Shehab Merhi. Connor Allen Merrill. Patrick James Miller. Mayank Mishra. Megan Barbara Morrison. Jonathan Henry Morse. Adil Nisar. Victoria Nuon. Erin Grace O'Keefe. Stephen Paul O'Mara. Jack Robert Olson. Darius Benjamin Papulus. Sartak Kanu Patel. Allison Leslie Peluso. Jacob Matthew Phillips. Ryan Joseph Quinn. Erin Elizabeth Riley. Sienna Lee Rosado. Corey Justin Daniel Ross. Brandon Samuel Roy. Mary Lou Ryder. Miguel Angelo Santos Correa. Joseph Vincent Sotarelli. Jack Anderson Scaplin. Nardina Jean Serra. Aman Pasha Sheikh. Caitlin May Sheridan. Mona Patricia Silva. Apolinario Lima Sameo III. Devin Carl Sittler. Carly Brianna Snelson. Elizabeth Jones Sperry. Alicia Christine Steves. Thomas John Stolke III. Jocelyn Victoria Strong. Ryan Patrick Sullivan. Kaylee Jean Sumner. Spencer Elijah Sutton. Erin Christine Sweeney. Casey Lee Taylor. Lauren Elizabeth Thayer. Kenneth Woolley Toussaint. Fabio Nicola Tracana. Vicky V. Joseph Anthony Whitman. Daniel River Wilson. Nicholas John Raymond. The graduates of Whittier House. Nicholas John Andre. Alexandru Baluta. Margaret Suzanne Benda. Alexandra Reed Blair. Ashley Marie Bonifant. Christopher David Brown. Matthew Joseph Brown. Kate Rose Burgess. Charles Daniel Kalenda. Nina Giselle Calvo. Amanda Lee Chandonnet. Orion Seth Chun. Vanak Stone Chim. Alex Chu. Andrew Michael Salento. Ryan Gerald Connor. Thomas James Cove. Matthew James Daly. Jeffrey Michael Dioria. Jennifer Lee Day. Gabriella Paula. Dennis Joseph Delafleur. Kelsey Ann DeRosiers. Michael Paul DeFranzo. Sean Michael Doherty. Todd William Dowry. Rebecca Blinn Driscoll. Megan Louise Duffy. Edith May DuPont. Alexander Roy Early. Chase Tyler Enos. Rose Leah Eppolito. Brendan James Flaherty. George Joseph Frascarelli IV. Alexander Evan Frecker. Merdula Mahesh Gadgil. Kate Marie Gaffney. Zachary Joseph Guerreri. Michaela Elizabeth Goss. Emily Jean Hadley. Rachel Sandilands Hannah. Alyssa Renee Hardy. Lauren Deborah Hennessy. Abigail Lisa Hirsch. Rebecca Marie Holland. Cynthia Aline Hovsapian. Sandra Karine Hovsapian. Catherine Ann Howard. Paul Huang. Taylor Marie Inman. Sarah Jean Casavas. Timothy Joseph Keene. Emma Rose King. Jerry Wa Kang-o. Brenda Ellen LaPierre. Marco Nelson Larson. Sergi Michael Leary. Anthony Mates Laban. Lauren Ann Liedberg. Devin Anthony Lecken. Benjamin Joseph Lehrer. Nicholas Allen Lewis. Jessica Elizabeth Lynch. Megan Suzanne McDonald. Matthew Joseph Majow. Alexandra Giovanna McCafferty. Shannon Ashley McCarthy. Brennan Nathan McGarry. Michael Robert Myrna. Samantha Lee Miller. Vignesh Mohan Kumar. Lucas Joseph Muratori. Ann Joki Njubi. Anjal Patel. Christopher Robin Pawlowski. Tyler Jean Perry. Brooke Nicole Peterson. Amy Nicole Powers. Fabriani Fitria Ramawati. Travis Joseph Ricardo. Matthew Spencer Richardson. Jordan Grace Riley. Christopher Joseph Robinson. Madeline Diane Robinson. Kevin Rowlandson. Gabrielle Marie Rourke. Lydia Alexandra Sabatelli. Michaela Elise Sanborn. Sean David Scaplin. Salem Mohammed Kamel Shaheen. Michelle Mary Shannon. Andrew Shu. Rachel Shao. Tiffany Shu. Molly Catherine Stevens. Bailey Douglas Stone. Daryl Ian Sun. Amanda Lee Untracht. Julia Marie Villanova. Brandon Savathi Voke. Colin Yongja Wang. Alexandra Mary Wood. Jeffrey Yu. Soteria Themula Zuzis. Class officers for the class of 2014. Catherine Mary Clancy. Derek Welch Bossy. Bradford Douglas Hausler. Matthew Davis O'Keefe.
Graduates, please rise. Please grasp your tassel and move it from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Congratulations, everybody. Congrats, class of 2014.
That concludes our ceremony. There's no formal recession out. You're welcome to take pictures with students down towards the floor or out towards the front of the Sangha Center. Faculty, please join me on the stage for a faculty picture.